Hello, welcome to this new Back on Track series called Reflection. Even though it's a new series, it's a very old song. It might very well have been written in the 20th century, this piece of music, and it's just been sat there unused and unloved for longer than I can remember. I'm going to turn it into a song. I've got no lyrics for it yet, but the structure of the song is largely finished. So it's going to be an interesting perspective to approach it from, because I'm not really in the process of writing a song here. I'm trying to get it to sound good. So anyway, let's see what we've got, and then we'll do a bit of a deconstruct. Fade it down here because there's no new music now. We're just on our way to Coda. So I really like the tune. I've always really liked the tune, but I've just never been able to figure out what the hell to do with it. Now that's a question that always gets answered once you write the lyrics. I've got no idea what the song is about, or what the lyrics are going to be, or where they're going to sit in the song, how many of them there are going to be. Well, that's obviously the driver. It's this is going to be really embarrassing, but there's an absolutely appalling guitar solo here that there are moments in it that I really love, but it's so bad. One of my oldest solos. absolutely brilliant. I always laugh when I hear that little harmonic squeal. It sounds so good, but it's just completely wrong. It's in the wrong time. Nothing about that solo works, but I can't quite bring myself to throw it away, and I might kind of try to find bits in it that I like. It was basically one of those where I tried to not particularly play in time. I think I remember I'd just been listening to Trout Mask Replica by Captain Beefheart, and I was inspired by this idea of not quite being able to completely hear the band. So I think I turned all the faders down really low so I couldn't really hear the song, and played the solo over the top. If you've never heard Trout Mask Replica before, I don't particularly encourage you to do so, but if you're kind of morbidly curious, it is a bizarre thing. Produced by Frank Zappa, interestingly. I'm going to have the most fabulous fun trying to make it. I mean, look at the bloody stereo bass, for God's sake. I didn't know when I recorded this that you weren't supposed to record bass in stereo. So yeah, there's all sorts of wrongnesses. The drums are actually quite strong, and might survive fairly intact. Not sure about that percussion. It's probably a bit unnecessary. But I like that massive tingling crash thing that goes on. I think that's kind of cool. So I can take some heart from that. I don't know what the preset is. I did this just a couple of days ago. It used to be a BFD track. I'm in the process of kind of BFDifying my music at the moment. And just because Groove Agent is so good, I want to really kind of double down on it and use that as my rhythm engine of choice. And it's so complex. There's so much to learn with a decent rhythm engine that I don't really want to split my attention. I've not got time to learn two things as well as I know Groove Agent. You know, I know Groove Agent. Tons and tons of Steinberg stuff as well. I'd forgotten that I got quite so carried away with all of the stock stuff. Pad Shop is very, very lovely, and I'll probably have to do a tutorial series on it one day because it is a fabulous synth. I barely scratched the surface of it, you know. I need to do my due diligence there. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's the song. There it is at the outset in all of its kind of naked ugliness, and now we're going to try to turn this into a polished production. Let's see how that goes. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, check me out on Patreon, and I'll see you for the next episode. Thanks a lot.